Good evening, everybody. It's been a while since we've done an update video. Well, it's been about a month. Not a whole lot's been going on, but at the same time, a lot's been going on, and we've been too busy to really do any content. Just wanted to shoot a quick update video, let you guys know what's been going on in the last month and what you can expect to see from the channel going forward for the summer. So, since the last video when Timber lost her puppies, Nala went into heat. I'm not sure if Frank did the deed or not, so we may be having puppies at the end of June, early July. I ended up going down to West Branch and picking up some bottle babies. We've got them on the farm. This morning we built raised bed garden boxes for along the side of the house. We can try and do some sweet potatoes this year. Guinea hens are freaking out. Moved sheep over this morning. So for point of reference, that's where the sheep have been, is back over there behind the main barns. I brought the lambs over and they are now in our front yard on the other side of the house. There's the raised beds. We still got more dirt to put in the bottom of it. And then about 2/3 of that brush and all of that brush was cut down today, pushing the tree line back along the driveway. So getting into what's to come from my side of things on the content, you can see what's alive. And it's actually getting at this point hard to see what's dead, but there's a large amount of standing dead popple in this patch of woods, and I plan on taking down just about all of it and either getting my hands on a wood chipper or just burning it all and getting rid of it. Then we can use all the ash to try and build the wet spot, because there's a swamp in the middle of here also that all summer long has about 2 feet of water, and it's just a mosquito nest, and it's dead land that's not doing anything productive for us, so we're going to make it productive. So periodically I'll show updated videos or updated viewpoints of what the woods look like. You can see the 5 freshly cut stumps for what I took down today. There's plenty of good videos on YouTube of how to cut down a tree, in a bad spot, so I won't be doing any videos like that. But you can see between the power lines, it's going to be a tight spot on the majority of these trees. And then before I cut down any more of these trees here though, we're going to be filling in the driveway more. We're going to be bringing in more gravel to fill back the rest of this. Then I'll push the trees back another 5 feet or so, and then that'll be a fence line for pasture, because the goal is to be able to turn all this wetland garbage, popple tree junk into usable pasture for the sheep. And so you can see how it just looks like there's a clearing out there. Well, that clearing's about 1.5 feet, 2 feet of water. So all that, all the standing dead, which as I move around this way, you can see all the standing dead that's up there. There's no buds. All that standing dead is going to be coming down. Over the last weekend, we planted 2 apple trees. We're going to be getting some sugar maples from the neighbors. Our neighbors have a greenhouse. You can see the sheep are now in the backyard. I brought all the lambs, and then I used a couple of moms to help lead the lambs. So as part of the tree cutting, there'll be direct comparisons between my chainsaw, which is a Milwaukee battery saw, the M18, and then my brother-in-law's battery, which is the Greenworks Pro battery chainsaw. So we'll be doing some direct comparisons between them every once in a while, talking about how they hold up. And then this is Carolyn's newest toy. It is the Greenworks Pro 60 volt self-propelled lawnmower. We've used it a couple times now. We cut back all this. Once we figured out how to use turbo mode, it quit bogging down as easily and was able to do the job. The only thing I'll say for sure after the first couple times using it, it does not have enough lift to actually fill the bag. But I'll do an in-depth review on that after we've got a few months on it and got a better idea of how it works. And then there'll also be discussions about the Milwaukee M18 pole saw, weed whacker, maybe some other attachments that we might pick up for the sake of getting work done around the farm. But for the most part, that will be my contributions for the channel throughout the summer as I'm knocking down trees and trying to stay busy. How about you?
My contributions for the summer? Keep kids alive. That sounds like a good one.
Keep kids alive, yeah. Any plans for the freeze dryer?
I want to try and do more like eggs. Muffin mix has been one that's been popping into my head lately. A whole bunch of different little things, meal-wise, just to try and get more stuff on the shelf. Because so far we've kind of just been eating it as it comes out, so we haven't really set anything aside.
We haven't really made any freeze-dried content lately because it's been almost nothing but yogurt and baby food, and we've done a few of those videos already, and don't feel like putting out the same 3 videos every week of just making more yogurt drops and more yogurt bites and more of the banana snacks.
Yeah.
So hopefully we're approaching a point with the youngest where she's not really into the yogurt anymore, so hopefully that'll be slowing down. And we'll be able to start getting back into doing stuff. We want to make roasted potatoes and stuff and get that freeze dried. Probably shoot another video when we do next time we do lamb taco meat.
Yeah, I don't think I ever did an update. Like, I did a prep video or picture for that, but I don't think I ever did a update once it was freeze dried.
Spoiler alert, it's really good. I
want to work on my green thumb this summer. I'm really good at starting plants. I'm not good at keeping them alive after they get to a certain point, though. So my garden didn't do very well last year.
So, mentioned already, we built raised beds.
Yep.
And then Carolyn built this little rock circle. And these are basically cow protein tubs that we cut the bottoms out of to use as small planters.
I need a new coat of paint, but
they need a new coat of paint, but
we're putting dirt. That's low on the priority.
We're putting dirt in them. Who cares? So yeah, we're planting.
I don't remember.
We plan on planting sweet potatoes in the raised beds, probably some carrots because we live on hard clay, so carrots never do very well in the ground. So we'll be doing some carrots, sweet potatoes,
zucchini, lots of zucchini.
Lots of zucchini. That'll be in the main garden. Peas. We're going to be planting. We've got our compost hay right there. We're gonna try do
potatoes again.
I can't remember who thought of it, but it was a brother who called them militant potatoes, where we basically just throw some seed potatoes and let them do their job. We've got some of those just out in the woods too. I'm going to be watching this year to see if any potatoes manage to sprout through all the undergrowth. And then so there'll be potatoes in that straw and hay and manure and compost over there. There'll be sweet potatoes, as I said, carrots, peas. We're going to plant a few corn over here as well, just because we always plant a couple thousand head of corn. But the blackbirds usually get to them before we do. And so hopefully having them closer to the house, we'll get to enjoy them better. Same thing for lettuce, spinach, kale, herbs will all be alongside close to the house so we can actually get it and access it in an accessible manner. Anything else?
I'm going to try and work on the fire pit area a little bit, just to make a nice area to hang out this summer and just kind of relax. I don't want to spend all summer working.
Yeah, so last year I ripped pallets apart And I built these 3 benches. That way we can sit around and have bonfires at night. We never really got around to having more than 1 or 2, I think. But then with all the lumber...
Bonfires aren't really Dylan's thing. He did it because he loves me and he's amazing. He knows I love them.
So this is our fire ring. That'll be getting moved over away from the brush pile because that brush pile is going to become a mosquito nest. And then just more of the trees we cut down today. We got the bigger chunks set aside for bonfires. We'll end up having the bonfires over here. And then whatever we don't get chipped, this pile will get set ablaze probably around the end of November. I'll declare war on winter and try and stop it from happening. Those are the 2 bottle babies who are still on milk, and they're trying to figure out where their bucket's at. So they're getting kind of ornery. But all the lambs are over here. It's all 22 of them now. Nala's over here, Frank's over here. I guess I'll probably end up shooting a video sometime in the next week about how to shear a sheep just as soon as I figure out how to do it. So I'll practice on one of the Shetlands and then I'll do a video on the second one when I get it figured out. Other than that, I think that's about what we got planned for this summer. If any of that interests you, shaky cam, poor audio quality, any of that stuff.
Introverts trying to figure out how to do this kind of stuff.
Yeah, people who aren't good at socializing, doing social things. If any of that's interesting or comedic to you, feel free to stick around. We're just trying to yode the way the Father says to. And so if we can show our struggle, maybe it'll encourage somebody else to start to struggle themselves rather than just seeing it as hopeless because they haven't done anything yet. All you can do is take 1 step first and take another step after that. Eventually stumble, get back up, and keep going. That's all anybody can do, is just keep trying to do the next right thing. Shalom, everybody.
Shalom.